Computers and viruses, something that we all have used before or seen before. Computers are used for many things, some for good and others for bad, sometimes both. Mostly both. Technology might have corrupted our society by the use of the internet. Some say that it improved our lifestyle. Whatever side you are on, computers have shaped our generation. And certainly, this generation is going to be the only generation that will experience a time on Earth when the internet didn't exist. So better recap it for the future and the present. But as computers become more bigger and stronger, so did the things that harm it. More and more virus that cause some form of damage to the computer. There is so many virus that your average Joe can get caught. In cases, you might barely even know it's there. So, today, that's what we are going to recap. Before computer was a thing and even electricity was discovered, there was a woman who goes with the name Ada Lovelace. This woman was the inventor of programming for what we know as computers programming. We are going to leave it like that, not going to the entire lore of this. As surprising as a woman inventing a thing, the first sign of computers was 1843. Just to put this in perspective, computers was started when Abraham Lincoln was born. Just nearly 70 years. Just how? The creator of this computer, Charles Babbage, worked on it for so long that he completed it until his death. And that's how it all started. Until then, computers got better. In the 1970s and 80s, the personal computer revolution began. Companies like Apple, IBM, and Microsoft were at the forefront, bringing computers into homes and businesses around the world. The Apple II, released in 1977, was one of the first successful personal computers, followed by IBM's PC in 1981, which helped set the standard for modern computing. Microsoft's Windows operating system, introduced in 1985, became the dominant platform for PCs. But Apple's great success was due to Steve Jobs' ways of thinking and mastery of advertising. Microsoft's Bill Gates products and such fame that it led to more people to the product. Things were getting competitive and heated between the two sides. The first stab was from Apple, with their advertisement of the Macintosh, portraying IBM as the big brother in the famous book 1984. And until that day, Microsoft, Apple, and IBM were advertising that their products were better than the other two. But when Apple was doing the worst because sales were not selling, 1997, when Apple was at the edge of bankruptcy, Bill Gates stepped in and decided to help Apple develop by sending 150 million smackaroos to Apple. This would be the same as $284.57 million in today's money. Because of this goat, Apple managed to stay afloat and in the business economy till then. With the rise of personal computers and the internet, a dark side of computing came into play: computer viruses. The first known virus, called Creeper, appeared in the early 1970s. It wasn't harmful, just a playful experiment that displayed the message, "I'm the Creeper, catch me if you can." When people realized the amount of power that this had, in 1986, the first PC virus, known as Brain, was created. So, if you are not into tech, this virus basically fries the boot sector, which is like the brain of the computer, by overusing or other ways. Don't ask me, go ask a virus expert. After this moment in time, virus was not that known and only certain amount of people knew what it could do to the computer. And because of this, the next main virus was called Bonzi Buddy in 1999. This innocent monkey would go onto your computer, harass it with ads until it makes your computer so slow that it's unusable. This monkey has caused $1 billion worth of damage to all around the world. At that time, Bonzi Buddy was targeted for Windows, but this gave awareness towards everyone that not everyone is a friend. The first antivirus, the Reaper, was initially created for the Creeper virus, as discussed earlier in the video. With this logic in mind, the good side of the internet tried to think about the best way to defend against it. To talk about how viruses can be beaten with one software, we have to talk about how computers have been developing. So, until the 1900s, it has been 26 to 27 years. Things changed. Computers are way smarter and stronger and can do more tasks without using a lot of memory. The performance increased drastically. The list is endless. So, with this logic, you can also see what this did with protection. For Windows, it has Windows Security, which can detect the majority of the things that are wrong with your computer and get them deleted in many cases. Apple has 3 heavy layers of security before it can be used for another check from the user. The security is more strict than Joseph Stalin. Whatever your PC, Mac, IBM, sticks and stones, cats and dogs, they have pros and cons, but that doesn't mean that we should discriminate against them. We should apply the things that these companies are doing to save you from losing $1,000 to $3,000. This recap ain't just a recap, but yet another reminder for you to keep safe and make virus a thing of the past.